All right, everyone. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. All right, now here's a video that I came across earlier today that I found interesting, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Now, the video deals with Sean Paul Reyes, aka Long Island Audit. Now, in this video, he is challenging a rule again of no recording, and this time it's a courthouse out in Kansas. Now, as we all know, most courthouses throughout the United States, there's no recording allowed. Okay, now judges have been putting orders of no recording, and Sean, as such as other frauditors, also feel that the judges don't have the power to what goes on outside of the courtroom. They feel judges only have power inside of the courtroom. Now, keep in mind that I myself at one time was going back and forth to court, and there's a lot of wheeling and dealing between either your lawyer or the DA that come out to you while you're waiting outside. A lot of times, trust me, a lot of times inside the courtroom is packed that you have to wait in the hallway, wait for that court officer to come out and call you. So again, I say a lot of times they'll be wheeling and dealing. The lawyer or the DA will be out in the hallway wheeling and dealing with you. Okay, so I could understand why judges feel that business is also conducted outside of the courtroom. Okay, why these guys don't want to understand that? Oh, like I say, a lot of these guys, if you tell them they can't do something, all of a sudden they feel like they got to go out there and do it. Okay, I don't know, some childish shit, guys. Okay, now mind you, he does get kicked out. He does get kicked out once the court officers end up showing him that the judge's orders in effect. Okay, he ends up getting kicked out. Now, unfortunately, guys, I gotta add, after bitching and moaning and having a little temper tantrum, the captain of the deputies does let him back in. Now, why I found the video interesting and why I wanted to share it with you guys, a couple of months ago I did a video, and it was telling you guys that we need to get involved in what's going on in local government in the areas where we live at. Our government needs us, okay? Now, I'm not trying to sound overly dramatic. I'm not trying to sound like, because let me just first say, guys, I understand. I've said it before in many of my videos. I know our government has faults. I know we have politicians in office at this moment that have their own agenda. I understand that sometimes I even feel our government overreaches, is stepping into where they shouldn't be stepping into. Okay, but in general, they're pretty much doing what's right for us. Okay, in general. Okay, it's not all bad, guys. Think about what's going on in third world countries. So I understand my government has faults, but if there's certain things we're not happy with, there are procedures. There's things that we can do. We got politicians we know that are crooked, that they're not there for us anymore. Hey, when election comes, we vote them out. Okay, that's the name of the game. Okay, we put these guys into office, we could take them out of office. But this bullcrap of going to these government locations and doing the stupidity shit that these guys do, I don't think so. I don't think it's the right way to go about it. That's just my opinion, but I think a lot of us feel that too. Okay, we all feel this way. I mean, shit, we watch the stupidity shit that they're doing. It's all being done for what? To make a buck. Now, I wouldn't have a problem with them doing this shit for making a living out of it, okay? But now when they start attacking the regular people and they don't take the consideration that regular average citizens also should have the right to privacy, don't want to end up on their damn videos, regardless that we're in a government location, okay? Because again, the way these guys like throwing it, because the location is considered publicly funded, they should have the right to record in there. And I don't see it that way. My opinion, out in the street, we got to suck it up. We're fair game. But the minute we go into any location, courthouse, post office, city hall, police department, damn it, I expect a little bit of privacy. I don't want some asshole there with a camera recording what I'm communicating with the officer. And if they throw it, oh, well, it's on the people at the location to create the privacy, well, damn it, them posting no recording in the location, that's their way of going about creating privacy. Anyway, we'll get into this further as the video goes, but let me also state, guys, that my good friend Andre Sloan, guys, he's a good guy. He's given me a lot of info on a lot of the videos that I put up. He is starting his channel off, guys. So I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description, and check it out. He's only got 3 videos so far, but the minute he realizes that he's getting subscribers, he will make efforts into making more videos. Again, this guy is very informative. He's got a lot of info on these frauditors, guys. That's where I get my info from, okay? So again, I say I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description. Check out his channel. Give him your subscription, guys. The more people out there pushing videos, it will help us, okay? As we all know, we are outnumbered by these guys. Unfortunately, my opinion, we're outnumbered by them. And the reason that I push out videos is for those people that are they're up in the air about these guys, okay? They've watched a video and they feel that maybe these guys are out there doing something good for us. But if we can continue to push out videos showing the bull crap that they're doing, a lot of these people will not subscribe to them. Right now, they have like maybe 400,000 to 500,000 people, maybe a little more than that, okay? It's not enough for them to I don't think they have enough yet, okay? But they're gaining. Damn it, they're gaining. They're turning people on our government, law enforcement officers, and so on. So again, I say the more people out there pushing out videos, the better it'll work for us. All right? So again, I say Andre Sloan. I'm going to show you a little quick video that he put out. And check out his channel. Show him love. And we'll kick off the videos now.
Let's get into it. Alright, so we just passed through the metal detector over there. Let's take a look around.
You're gonna have to turn off you can't record in the courthouse.
Oh, I'm not in a courtroom or anything.
No, the courthouse. This whole building.
Why?
It's part of the courthouse, and you can't record.
Is that a law?
No, it's the judge's order.
I don't understand.
I'll get it for you.
Okay. Always a judge's order. Citizen Review Board over here. Law Library. We need a citizen's review on this order, apparently, from the judge. I don't understand why judges have so much power.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video of the publicly accessible areas here.
Okay. You've been told that the judge's order is no recording in the courthouse.
She went, you guys are deputies? Mm-hmm. Another deputy went to go try and find me the order.
Okay.
So I'm waiting on her to come back.
Perfect. Sounds
Yeah.
cool.
What was your name, sir?
Chase Coleman.
Chase Coleman?
Yep. What's your name?
Oh, my first name's Sean. Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you, Sean.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video here. What? It doesn't apply to the judge's, courtroom. It's to the entire, even the publicly accessible areas of the building.
So my understanding of based off Judge McCabery's order is
And who is
anywhere
that?
past that Judge McCabery.
And is that like the
He's
chief
the
admin?
chief judge here.
The
yeah.
chief judge here?
Uh-huh. Is it applies to anything past that security checkpoint. Here on the floors with the courtroom. So
Adelaide is starting to do.
And the second floor, isn't this also like the sheriff's office?
That's
yep,
upstairs.
upstairs in the lobby.
Oh, okay, upstairs, gotcha. I
a
thought it was a
window
dual
there.
purpose building.
Yeah. Used to actually be PD here as well, but they moved out, so it's just sheriff's office now.
Oh, okay, gotcha. It used to be PD here as well. I just came from the, I'm an independent journalist. Like I said, my name is Sean. I just came from the courthouse, which I find funny because all the courtrooms are in here.
Over there?
Yeah,
The old courthouse.
The old courthouse. Yeah, I just came from the old courthouse. They gave me a tour and everything, and I didn't think it was going to be a big deal to record in the public. I don't want to go into any sort of restricted areas or any courtrooms or anything to record.
Sure,
Just
yeah.
document the historical, nature of the building and disseminate that to the public. That's what I'm trying to do here, which is my First Amendment right. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting.
All right, so we just heard Sean tell the deputies that before this location, he was at the old courthouse, and they gave him a tour and so on, okay? And he came over here to this location to record in publicly accessible areas. Now, let's be real here now. I've even spoken to... on numerous videos that I saw a while back ago with Sean knocking heads with the deputies or court officers, let's call them, okay? I threw it at him. I said, damn it, why don't you try something different? When you go to these locations, because apparently we all noticed that when he goes there doing his thing, which we all know, I'm not going to knock the deputies. Any individual walking throughout the building just recording, and then when you approach them, they give you this, all they want to give you is, I'm an independent journalist gathering content for a story. That's it. Anything other than that, I don't answer questions, okay? So I'm not going to knock these officers who are doing their job. I'm sure the frauditors understand these locations are considered hotspots, okay? And they don't like hearing that shit, okay? Now I threw it at Sean. I said, why don't you try something different? Because apparently what you're trying now is getting you nowhere, right? It's only getting you confrontation. So why not try something different? Why not, when you go to these locations, be upfront with them? Tell them, hey, I'm here to show my viewers an interaction between government and the citizens. Okay, granted, they turn around and they say, well, if we tell them ahead of time what we're doing, that we're there to judge their reaction at our interaction or whatever, they're going to behave. They're not going to give us, they're not going to act the way what they want. And what they really want is confrontation, right? You would think, damn it, if they really want to make changes, now that's just my opinion. If you really want to make changes, you want your rights respected. There are rules about no recording and so on. Because here, again, I say, a lot of these locations, no recording unless you have prior permission, let's say. You're letting them know, hey, you don't mean any harm. You're here to show you're going to make a video, you're going to put it on social media, and so on. 9 out of 10 times, they're going to go for it, okay? Because they want to look good in front of the public as well. Okay? All this other bull crap that they're doing, going to these locations and acting suspicious, they know that officers are going to react to that. So they do it intentionally so they can get that confrontation, because that's what their viewers want to watch. That's what their viewers want to watch. They want to watch confrontation. Okay? Giving them the heads up, that means they're going to behave. They're going to treat them with respect. Why? Because they know what they're doing. They know they're here making a video. Let's open our house. Our house is your house. Okay? Give you the respect you're looking for. But they figure they're not going to catch them doing dirt or whatever. And if it was really all about catching them doing something dirty, then the same way they like bragging about that they can get the footage that's on their cameras posted throughout the entire building, they could FOIA request that and go through all that crap and see if they catch anybody doing dirty. But it's not about that. It's all about confrontation, giving their viewers what they want. Am I right or am I wrong? Well, let's get back to the video.
For her to come back to see.
Hey Sean, so thanks for your patience, man. I just kind of double checked up with that other deputy. She is grabbing the order, they just had to print one off, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, just waiting, yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of saw you were waiting, so I figured I'd just fill you in so you knew a little bit more about it.
Okay, so they're printing out the judge's order?
Yep, and I'll bring it up here so you can see it.
All right, thank you, I appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
This is the correct order, it's just the old judge, so I would not going to act on an order with an old judge's signature. So.
Right.
You said that's the order?
Well, this is an old order, but I mean, I'm not going to act based off of this, just with an old signature.
Oh yeah, for a judge that's not even here anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
For sure. That's probably the smartest move you ever made. No, I'm just kidding. But definitely, I appreciate that. I would, if a current judge signed it, then we could have a discussion, and then, whatever happens.
Pretty
happens.
much, so
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're doing, you're out doing what you need to be doing. So.
Yeah, just out, exercising my constitutional rights, sir.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
all I'm
much,
doing.
so.
Yep. The same ones, and it's always so funny to me because it's the same, or ironic, I should say, because it's the same ones that each and every one of you that are looking for this judge's orders took an oath to uphold, right? So I can't wait to see the judge's order, because normally it's usually inside the courtroom, but even if it is inside the hallways or something, that would be unconstitutional. But we would, I want to see the order first. I don't even know if it exists. So I'm not gonna debate an order that I don't even know if it exists.
Well, and I'm not one of those guys who's going to chase you around the building and try to grab your phone.
Yeah. That's we could
paper and take our
de-escalate. Exactly. There's no need for it to get out of control. I'm not obviously a threat to you or anyone here. You know that.
Yep.
We're just waiting to see some documentation, then we can
Go forward from there.
Exactly.
Okay. So, thanks for your patience, Sean.
Sure.
Obviously, I understand you were standing up here for a while.
Yeah.
So we have a signature from Judge Sally Picorni, Division 2, that courtroom right there. Signed today, courtroom, local rule 1. That's the one that's posted on the doors that says recording inside the Judicial Center is prohibited without prior permission of the court. This includes audio and video by any means. According to this does refer to the whole building, including the hallways.
So the old building.
No, this is this building, the JLEC. Mm-hmm. So at this point, I will ask you to stop your phone, stop your recording.
Okay, and
I can get you a copy of this.
Yeah,
that's a signed copy.
Oh yeah, because you just got it signed right now, didn't
Correct.
you?
Yeah.
It's been an order, but we didn't have a signed judge's.
I mean, how could it be an order, respectfully, if no
It's a
judge
judge's order, but we couldn't at the moment find a signed one. So that's.
So you guys took
It's
this
been
and
an
had it
order.
signed. Is this the chief administrative judge?
No, it is not.
He's not
out.
available, but he has ordered, if he's not available, another judge can order it. If you look at the front door, it's out there.
Yeah.
It just
No, it's
wasn't
a signed,
signed,
yeah.
and I would prefer to have a signed one.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's why we got
So
that.
this order right here, it doesn't supersede the United States Constitution, does it, or our rights? Doesn't, right?
This order just says you cannot record.
Because you guys are law enforcement, that's not a law,
Yeah.
right? That's a
Judge's order.
judge's order.
Correct.
Correct.
In violation of that is contempt of court, which is illegal in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, I understand that. So contempt of court for exercising a constitutional right.
For specifically recording within this building.
which is a constitutional right of news
Then you
gathering
need
as
to
an
address
independent
that with
journalist.
Judge
Well,
McCabe,
you
he's
can
the one who
see-
ordered that.
Well, no, this
Without
this is
prior
the
permission
judge
of the
that
court.
ordered it over here.
She's
So-
doing it on his behalf.
She's signing for him.
On
She's
his
a
behalf,
judge of
which
this
she can
building.
do.
And if you want to record, you said you were an independent journalist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Will the judge
Easiest
that
solution
just signed
to
that speak to me?
Well, I don't know.
I'll
if you will, but
take off the camera if I speak to the judge and find out what is the meaning behind
their
this order.
office is right over there, but I would like to explain something to you real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Just kind of clear it up.
Yeah.
We do have media come in here, media records in here, media take pictures in the courtroom, but they have to go through the administrative assistant first.
Yeah,
So,
and I would definitely understand taking pictures in the courtroom, 100%, that you would need prior permission. You know, I understand because that's usually the case everywhere. But as far as the hallways here, it doesn't seem to, why what's the issue with that? What is the reason behind it?
I'm not really here to
I just been
talk on
recording.
why the judge signed the order.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
here to
Do you guys have a
explain why the
supervisor
judge signed the order. So,
available?
Our supervisor is in court right now. I mean, so
So there's no supervisor to speak to.
I'll go upstairs and see if there's one upstairs.
I would just like to speak to a supervisor, please, because, you know, if I have to, you know, it doesn't make sense that you're saying contempt of court for exercising a constitutional right. It just doesn't make sense to me that I would have to be subject to my freedom being taken from me just for simply recording. You know, what if I was secretly recording? You wouldn't even know. So, you know, I don't understand. What's the problem with recording? I just don't get it.
I'm not here to talk about why the judges signed the order or why they didn't, but the judge did sign the order.
Yeah, just signed it right now.
Inside.
Just literally right now sign the order.
And I asked you to stop recording after I had this order in my hand. So I asked
Yeah, but I haven't even seen the order.
Would you mind making a copy of this real quick? Thank you.
I don't know what that order exactly says. I have no idea.
So we'll get you a copy. Now, obviously, you're trying to assert your First Amendment rights, which I totally respect. I totally get. But on the other, side of the spectrum is we do have a signed judge's order saying no recording, which is why I'm here asking you to stop.
So what you're basically saying is that a signed judge's order is more important to you than the United States Constitution. That's what you're saying,
That's
Deputy
not what I'm
Coleman?
saying.
That's exactly what you're saying right now.
I mean, you're putting words.
All right, so I think we could all agree that Sean is exactly putting words in that court officer's mouth. Exactly what he's doing. He is twisting things around to make the officer feel like shit, okay? And in my opinion, I doubt very much any one of us here feels that the officer is breaking his oath to the Constitution. Yes, the officers, they all swear an oath to the Constitution to uphold it, okay? Now, mind you, the officer has a job there. His job is to secure that location. Okay. Now, again, these frauditors like to relate recording and video and pictures with the freedom of press, right? Somehow they relate it to freedom of press. And I use their logic. The same way they don't respect rules or policies unless it's written down. Well, I'm not going to respect that the freedom of press because I've read the Constitution, and nowhere in the Constitution did I see anything about video or pictures. Okay, as we all know, in 1776, the forefathers didn't know anything about videos or cameras or anything like that. Okay, they want us to use common sense when it works to their advantage. Okay, again, I'm gonna say. Freedom of press to me is telling the government that they can't interfere in how we gather our information and spread it out, right? But again, I say it doesn't, gathering information, nowhere does it say that we have rights to record people or public officials. Gathering and recording is a whole different, I don't know, my opinion is different. It's not in the same category, okay? And again, I say technically, if they want to, if the frauditors want to catch these guys, if they really want to see if they're doing dirt, they could FOIA request different days, all the footage, all they want, okay? And go through that footage and see if they catch anybody doing something dirty or whatever. Okay, the ideal that they want to walk throughout the buildings recording, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. I say, if anybody here anybody watching the videos, if you have gone to court, you yourself know there are times that you can't you can't find a chair or seat or whatever I should say inside the courtroom, so you're waiting outside for the court officer to call you. Here comes the lawyer or the DA to make you a deal. out in the hallway. Okay? Yes, there are times, but they talk to you low and all that. There are times that people are there and all that, and they're discussing your case with you or whatever. But again, the last thing you want, right, is some knucklehead with a camera that's going to end up recording. And that's the shit they do, guys. I think we've all seen that. Even though these guys always say they're there to record the employees, come on now, we always see the people on their videos, right? Because somebody ends up telling them they don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be recorded. And the next thing you know, they're intentionally recording them just to rub it in their face that they can do it. So, again, these frauditors, they say one thing, but they do another. That's the way I see it. Let's get back to the video.
It's into my mouth. I'm saying that in this building, the judge signed an order. The judge has purview of the area of the courts, and they're saying no recording. That's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about your First Amendment rights. I understand you want to start those, and I think that's great. I mean, I really do. Not even speaking from the uniform, just from me. I think that's great. But right now, the judges say no recording in this hallway.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean you can't go up to the second floor of the sheriff's office portion of it.
Or talk to the AA and, get an okay for recording.
But I don't see why I would need an okay to exercise my rights. I wouldn't need one. Why do I need someone to tell me, okay, you're okay to exercise your rights now? You're cool, you're good to go, exercise your rights peacefully, when I've been doing it for the last 30 minutes while I'm waiting for you guys to have this order signed. Mm-hmm. And there's been no interruption in court business, no problems. I don't understand. That's why I'm saying that I'm peacefully exercising my rights peacefully. Keyword is peacefully. And now, because you have an order that you just got signed, right? 5 minutes ago, you had it signed. Now you're going to be held in contempt of court if you don't stop recording.
So it was a signed order before that.
Here's a copy of that.
But it wasn't, because it was just signed.
Okay. Just because we didn't have a signed copy to give you at the moment doesn't mean it was not a signed order by the court. All the local courtrooms are available online.
Yeah, but I mean, there was no signed court order until you went and got it signed from this judge over here. I literally watched her bring the paper over there and have him sign it.
Okay. So she had that one signed. I feel like we're talking in circles here.
No, I don't want to talk in circles. Yeah, I'd rather just speak to a supervisor. That would be perfect if I can do that. Okay. If I could just speak to a supervisor, because at the end of the day, my freedom's on the line here. So I want to make sure that the Douglas County Sheriff's Office is very clear on what they're about to do right now. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, like I said, I hold those who violate my rights accountable, and so do the people that view my content and view my videos, and I disseminate this information to the public, and we hold those responsible for violating our rights accountable. That's what we do, and I'm letting you know ahead of time, that's what we do. We'll hold you and every other officer here accountable. Can I get your name, ma'am?
Deputy Sweeney.
Sweeney?
Yep.
And you have a badge number?
610.
And your badge number? I didn't get that, sir.
635.
635, 610. And your name and badge number, sir?
Cruzel.
Oh, excuse me.
Deputy Cruzel, it's S534.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you being professional. And
I know the numbers.
do you know everybody's name and badge number?
Not everybody, but like the people I work with.
Okay, gotcha. No, I just want to know who I'm dealing with here. That's all.
No, and I mean, obviously, the escalation, like you were talking about,
and
I try to keep things nice and casual.
Yep.
At this point, like I said, you're not threatening me right now, but we do have a judge's order.
Yeah,
make sure everything's.
I'm just waiting for the supervisor at this point,
Yeah.
because she went to go get one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Two-page document's very long. Hold on, let me give this a read. So this is the order that they just had signed right now.
$277. What's your 20?
So if you want to record a judicial proceeding, you need to contact the administrative assistant, AA, for the division the hearing is being held in. So for this part right here, I don't want to record in a division. So I don't want to record a judicial proceeding like it says here. So it says I have to contact the administrative assistant for the division the hearing is being held in. Mm-hmm. So if I wanted to exercise my rights in the publicly accessible hallways of this building, What district is this? What division is the hallways?
4, because that's chief judges.
Division 4, District 4.
246, 277.
So this memo is specifically for First Amendment auditors on how the court wanted to handle these potential First Amendment auditors handled if they enter the judicial center. I provided Judge Macabria with several example videos of these audits. Hopefully she was shown some of my audits.
All right, so apparently this courthouse has dealt with frauditors before, okay? They've watched a video or two of frauditing, and that's a good thing. And that's why I say, guys, that's why I found this video interesting, and I wanted to share it with you guys, okay? We all here watch frauditor videos on a daily, right? All I see is comments, oh, look at this idiot doing this, and look at that idiot doing that. I mean, shit, we already know what they're doing is wrong. In my opinion, we all know is wrong. Now it's our turn to do our part, guys. We need to get involved in our local communities, okay? If you feel invested in your area, damn it, if you feel invested in your area and you don't want to see your city on YouTube looking stupid, then I'm asking you guys, get involved. Go to your local post office. It doesn't have to be all in one day. Your local post office, your city hall, your courthouse, your police department. I mean, sometimes some of these things may seem a little awkward to you. You'll work it out one way or the other. If you need any help, feel free. You got me, you got other people that you can call, communicate with. Hey, give me an idea. How would I go about going to the courthouse and doing this? You go to the courthouse, talk to my courthouse. You have immediately, the minute you walk in there are court officers there with the metal detectors. You go in there, hey, listen, I just want to chit chat. Nobody's, coming in. You're not disrupting business in any way. Hey, let me just communicate with you guys. Let me talk. Have you guys have come across anybody coming in here with a camera and they want to push your buttons or whatever to get a reaction? And give them the heads up. That's all you're doing is giving them a heads up on the shit that's going on. A lot of these people, believe it or not, damn it, there's a lot of locations that are. I know this frauding thing has been going on for a couple of years, and you would think, damn it, that's another thing that annoys the shit out of me, such as the post office and the courthouses, city halls, police departments, those that were, let's say, have crossed paths with these guys. You would think they would spread it amongst, all of the police departments, all of the post offices, all of the city halls throughout the United States. Give them the heads up. This is not a small thing anymore, guys. These guys are all throughout the United States. Oh, I thought my area was frauditor free, and I already got one. And who knows how many more are going to pop up out of the woodwork. So we need to start doing our part. I'm invested in my area. I feel very invested in my local area. So I've done it already. I've communicated with my postal and my city hall and the cops. I got friends there that I communicate with on a daily, and I let them know, hey, you got assholes out there going around aiming cameras at people, all in the name of getting a cocky reaction that they can post to their channel and make a couple of dollars off of them. And I mean, everybody's doing their thing. We're going at these frauditors through privacy complaints. What better way also to go at these guys but to give the heads up to our local government offices where we live at? Again, I say you're killing two birds with one stone. You're getting to meet the people that operate your city. That, I don't know. My opinion, it's a good thing, guys. And if we expect any kind of changes, because I'm not trying to be negative, but I honestly don't think we'll ever put an end to this shit. Every day there's a newbie frauditor going out there that's been watching these guys and has a cell phone and feels that, hey, I can make some quick, easy money. All I gotta go do is disrespect the local cop, go disrespect postal employees, public employees, upload it to YouTube. There's a market out there. There's a shitload of people out there that after they get to watch, depending on how nasty they are, they will definitely get the subscriptions. Damn it. So we have to do our part, guys. We just can't sit here bitching and moaning about what they're doing and not do anything other than just sit here and bitch. I think you guys understand what I'm trying to get at. Let's get back to the video.
The auditors in this video are out of control with their contempt and disruption of court proceedings. It would take me 30 seconds to tell this person that they are in contempt, and if they don't stop the behavior and apologize, they will do a 24-hour sanction at the county jail. And if they don't comply, I would direct their arrest. This is not even close call in my mind. So Dale, do you know who Dale is, man?
That's our sergeant. He's not here today.
Oh, Dale's not your sergeant. I mean, Dale's your sergeant, but he's not here today.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sergeant Dale of the Douglas County Sheriff's Department here said that he would direct the arrest and wouldn't even be a close call. But he's also saying that they were disrupting the court proceedings. They don't stop their behavior. What does that mean? What behavior?
Let me know if it needs to be changed at all.
Exercising constitutional rights is a bad behavior. Even if the judge were not present, the conduct towards the clerk is likely criminal activity. And then it cites a statute here, 21-5905, interference with judicial process. Also highlighted here, demonstrating in or near a building, housing, or judicial officer with intent to impede or obstruct finding, decision, ruling, order, judgment, or decree, or such judicial officer. Interesting.
All right. I'm Deputy Tyler Cruz. How are you today?
Hey, how are you?
Good. I have two options for you. This signed order basically says, and the judge just told me on body camera, she wants you removed. Okay?
I need to be removed from the courthouse?
Yes. So you have two options.
Yep.
You may leave. You're free to go. Or we arrest you for interference.
Can I ask you a couple questions?
Nope. You're free to go. Turn around and you can use that exit there to leave.
I'll go up the stairs.
Okay. Have a good day.
No problem. So I can't ask you questions?
I'm going to escort you, so we're going to go together.
Oh, so what can I ask you some questions?
I'm not gonna answer any questions.
What's the name of the judge?
I'm just walking
Are you
with you,
exercising your Fifth Amendment right, sir?
Yeah.
So what you're doing right now is escalating the situation.
Nope. I'm
Yeah,
just
just like
telling
you did
you-
before when you wouldn't identify yourself.
Telling you and I gave you my full name.
Yeah, after I asked you previously and you didn't identify
I'm
yourself.
sorry,
That's
I was
escalating the
moving on to
situation.
something else. I had
What
something
judge
else
told
to
you to
do.
remove me from the building under threat of
Picorni.
arrest? I'm sorry?
Judge Picorni.
Picorni?
So she says that.
Or what would
your
I be
best
charged
option is
with?
Just consult an attorney because I can't give you legal advice.
I don't want your legal advice.
Okay.
It's horrible.
Well, you're free to go, or you can go upstairs, go to the sheriff's office side, but you can't come within this court area. Anything adjacent to
What would I be arrested for?
interference.
Interference with what?
Because I gave you a lawful order. So if you come back down in this hallway, you're going to be placed under arrest for interference. Do you understand?
So even if I'm not recording,
Thank
I
you,
can't
sir.
come over there?
I
What if
think
I
you
stop
understand.
what if I stop recording? That's a fair question.
You can start recording. Absolutely.
What if I stopped recording and walked through this
Once
building?
you start recording again, I'm going to ask
So
you
if
to
I
leave.
stop recording, I can go into this area.
Yeah, absolutely.
So stupid. Because what if I have secret glasses? What if I had a secret
It's
pen?
an order by the courts.
Yeah, and
you could be arrested for
Where's your
interference.
supervisor? I want to put a complaint
I am
against
the
you.
person in charge today.
What's you're not even a supervisor though. How are you in charge?
Doesn't matter. I was put in charge by a supervisor.
What's your badge
who was not
number?
here.
I need to get your body camera footage.
I don't necessarily have a badge number. My S number is 532.
532.
That's correct.
And you're
Cruzel.
Cruzel.
K-R-U-Z-E-L.
I'll be getting your body. See the judge telling you. She told you on body camera, correct? The judge. Okay.
Okay. So thank you for your time.
Just
we appreciate
clarify.
like you said, we appreciate what you're doing.
No, you don't, because
But
you
the
just
court over
violated my
here
rights.
says that-
You just violated my
Well,
rights, and
she
we're going to hold
just
you
asked us
accountable.
to have you be
The
removed.
people are going to hold you accountable
So
for
you're
violating my
removed
rights here
from the
today.
court portion of it.
Yeah,
You go
and
upstairs
do you
speak to
feel?
the sheriff's office.
Are you happy that you did that? Does that bring you some type of?
I'm not really, because
No.
you're kind of wasting all of our time.
What do you do normally? I don't see anybody in here. What do you
Have a
do?
good rest of your day, sir.
But what do you
If
do?
you come over here while recording, I'm going to arrest you for interference.
Yeah. Okay. You're a tyrant and a bully.
Have a good
You're a
day.
tyrant.
Thank you very much.
You know that? You're a tyrant. All these law enforcement officers here are all okay with people violating our rights. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You took an oath to uphold the United States Constitution. You should take that seriously. Seriously, you should take it very seriously. And that judge, shame on the judge.
All right, so is it me, or do you guys realize he has a pattern of doing the same thing? The last video, and I forget where it was, what state it was, when he was told to leave the courthouse for doing the same shit that he's doing here. He totally disrespected the officers, totally disrespected them, called them every name in the book, waited for them to come outside, and talked all kind of bullcrap, and then made another video of him going to internal affairs, making accusations that they violated his rights, that they were laughing and so on, which was bullcrap. The officers were not laughing at him at all. Now, mind you, again, when he doesn't get his way, when he gets put out, okay, the bitch in him comes out. Mind you, he may say that they're trampling over his rights or whatever. They're telling him, you want to come in here, stop recording until you get the okay. That's not tyranny to me. That's not tyranny. They're giving you, hey, you can come in here, stop recording, and get the proper paper, talk to the proper people. They'll give you the okay. But again, they have this entitlement shit, okay? I understand. He feels he's a taxpayer. It's a government location. He pays for it, and that he should be able to do what he wants to do. But he also got to, my opinion, he also has to take into consideration that these locations are hot spots. And I know some of you may get tired of me saying it or whatever, but as we all know, ever since 9/11, a lot of these locations have to tighten up security because there are people out there. Shit, even some of our own Americans have sold out that want to do us harm. Okay, so these locations have to take these steps. Granted, recording may seem harmless, but you open the door for some asshole that'll go in there, gather intelligence. They'll have the whole layout of the inside or whatever, and they know what they okay, send somebody in here, we could put this there and that. You know what I'm getting at, okay? So again, they're not being assholes. They're telling them, stop recording, come in here and get the proper okay. But again, as we all know, these guys, they're the ones that have that entitlement shit. They like to call other people entitlement or whatever, however you say it. They're the ones that are entitled. They feel entitled, okay, that they're entitled to this and that, okay? And I just don't see it that way. I don't see these officers did anything wrong. I doubt very much any one of us who watched this video saw that these officers treated this man in any way but with respect, I should say. My opinion. Let's get back to the video.
Shame on that judge. Let's go upstairs and get the body camera footage. Bunch of tyrants in this building.
Hello, how are you?
No supervisor here whatsoever. How are you?
Good, how you doing? We asked for a supervisor?
Are you supervisor, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I was just threatened to be arrested for I'm not causing a disruption. I have the memo here. It says interfering with an officer. That's what he said he would arrest me for, the deputy downstairs. I'm not causing any disruptions. I'm not doing anything. Simply recording peacefully my First Amendment right, freedom of press. That's it. So I don't understand why I had to be removed.
Okay. And what do you have here? Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. It's an internal memo that they gave me, and they had a judge sign it.
Oh. Okay.
That's not a court order. It's just the judge signing an internal memo. Apparently a sergeant, said that about how dealing with First Amendment auditors.
Okay, I wasn't aware of any of this.
You're going to be held accountable for your actions. I promise you that. That's so sad. You had an internal memo signed by a judge.
The judge is asking that he
For
just
what?
no longer in the court section. down
But for
the first
what?
floor,
For
in the
what?
hallway in the courtroom.
Am I disrupting anybody? Am I disrupting
You
anyone?
can videotape sheriff's side of the building, but courts
I'm not inside the courtroom.
want him just out of this area, down the courtroom.
You can't be in the courtroom recording without their.
Yeah, but I'm not in the courtroom and I didn't want to go. No, but I'm not disrupting any business. I gave him my copy already. I'm not disrupting any business. I'm not interfering with your carrying out your duties. I'm not doing anything illegal anyway. I'm documenting for the public consumption as a journalist. So you're telling me that a judge can just indiscriminately just kick people out. Next thing you know, it's for their skin color or because they don't like the way they look.
All right, so let me just say, Sean bringing race into the picture, that's truly petty. That is truly a petty thing to do, but that's the type of shit that Sean is on, okay? When Sean gets put out of locations, the bitch in him comes out, truly. The bitch in him comes out. Now, mind you, as we all know, Sean likes to be considered a journalist. We all know this, okay? He likes to call himself a journalist. He's there gathering content to disseminate to his subscribers, right? So then why is it so hard for him to act like a journalist? A true journalist doesn't go to a location that they know no recording is allowed, just go there and record. They make prior arrangements. True journalists, they respect, okay? That's why I could, I respect the journalists. We believe what their stories, okay? We all know journalists, they don't become a part of the story like Sean likes to become a part of the story. So again, I say, he wants to be considered a journalist, but doesn't want to do the things that true journalists do. Isn't that some shit? He wants to make up the rules as he goes. Now, that's the way I'm feeling. I was a little annoyed at the fact that the captain will give in and say, go ahead, just don't go into restricted areas and so on. So, it's a kick in the ass because I'm not going to show that part. He goes back downstairs and he rubs it in. You see the court officer on the right here. That court officer who had that no-nonsense attitude with Sean didn't want to get into that back-and-forth argument. Let him know. You have two options. Leave on your own or we're going to arrest you. Well, he goes back downstairs and starts screwing with him, rubbing it in his face that, look, I'm back down here again, okay? That's the bitch that Sean is, okay? So again, I say that captain, in my book, he's totally wrong. And again, I'm going to ask you guys, get involved in your local government where you live at, guys. Okay, you need to do this. If we're all going, to get these guys to get a hold of this, because this shit has gone way out of control. 2023, they've all said it. They're going to push it to the limit, guys. We're going to notice them doing things that we thought they would never do. They're already doing it, damn it. So we need to get involved in our local government, unless you want to see your city on YouTube looking stupid. Let me know your thoughts on the video, guys, and I will see you in my next video.
That's unconstitutional. I don't need to consult an attorney. I will file the lawsuit myself against Douglas County.
You're disrupting the elevator?
Yeah. No, I'm not. Clown.
Yes.
You heard me.
Be careful.
Keep going. Keep moving. Bunch of tyrants in this police department. Disrupting the elevator. What a clown. We're getting all these body camera footage and we're gonna... Can I get your names and badge numbers, please?
Captain Bellinger.
Captain Belger. Thank you, Captain.
Captain O'Hare.
Captain O'Hare.
111.
111. Do you have a badge number, sir?
112.
112.
Let me go in there, do some checking real quick. Again, I don't work in court security. I don't know what's going on. I'm the patrol captain. So.
Yeah. Any one of these officers will tell you, just so you know, when you go, you're checking. Any one of these officers will tell you I was being quiet, wasn't bothering anyone, didn't go anywhere near inside of a courtroom, didn't do anything illegal, didn't break any laws. Just so we're clear, and it's all on video.
Yeah, I just got drug into it. So.
I understand, and listen, I'm just having communication with you as a supervisor of these deputies here that I interacted with. That's all. I don't want to escalate the situation anyway. I obviously left the court area under threat of arrest, so obviously I don't want my freedom taken from me, but I do want to be held accountable, and whether you do something or not, I'll hold them accountable for what happened. That's
Get a
cool.
few minutes.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna request. How do I do a records request while you're doing that for the body camera footage of these officers?
Do it online.
I can do it online.
That's usually easier.
Okay.
Just on our website.
Douglas County Sheriff's
It's dgso.org.
DGSO.org. Thank you, Captain. Thank you. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, sir. I just talked, we talked it over. As long as you're in the public space, you can record. You just can't go to courtrooms and record.
Yeah, that's my intention.
I went ahead and grabbed you an internal affairs complaint packet.
Okay.
Because I understood there were some frustrations on how you were treated today.
Thank you,
So
Captain.
just make sure and get that filled out. You can also do that online too. If
Okay.
that's easier, but that way-
All right. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate it. No, that's it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.